Hi there. Welcome to Security Nuggets podcast, where we unpack security risk insights and perspectives. And I'm your host, Ashley, your security risk consultant. And I'm always happy to see you here. And thank you for joining this discussion. Now, today, our topic of discussion is communication in security management. And it's a fresh topic because we just concluded our sequel over last week's episode of situational awareness. Kindly check that out. I've created a whole playlist for you to see all the 6 episodes that we deliberated on that topic of situational awareness. And we are now getting into a fresh topic, which is communication. And it's very important for professionals that are dealing with security management within organizations to know why this is important. Now, effective communication and articulation when we are dealing with the people within organizations is very important because it impacts on the success of security management. It also lays the foundation for collaboration. Now, for us to be able to do this as professionals who are dealing with security management in organizations, we need to understand what is the core purpose of the security department? What's the function of security within an organization? The core purpose of the security department or the core purpose of the security function within organizations is 1, to create value for that organization, and 2, to protect value for that organization, okay? So when we understand that, then we are able to improve on our communication skills and to improve on our articulation so that we can get that collaboration going. Because we cannot be able to protect the value of organization or to create value for that organization when we are working alone in isolation. We need to work with other parties within the organizations and outside the organization, okay? Now, as professionals engaging in security management within organizations, we find ourselves engaging 3 main parties. 1, governance, 2, teams, and 3, stakeholders, okay? The people and employees within that cluster of governance are people in senior leadership and senior executive. These are the people who are responsible for authorizing the development and implementation of the security programs that we propose as security professionals. And it is very important for us to be able to know how to effectively communicate with them. It is very important for us to be able to effectively articulate our ideas to them, all right? So that they can see our reasoning and see where we're coming from so that they can support us in security management. And we are going to be seeing how we can get to do that and increase our chances of getting that support and buy-in, all right? When we talk of teams, we are talking of the people we are directly working with in the security department or in the security function. These are the security teams who are directly responsible for implementing some of the security management programs that we have proposed. And they work day to day within security. They implement security operations. They implement security activities. They are literally executing security measures directly to help us mitigate those target organizational threats. When we talk of stakeholders, these are people we are working with internally within the organization or externally outside the organization. And we are working with them because one way or another, security associates them. This is what I mean, okay? The critical assets that we have within our organization, these stakeholders are associated with those critical assets. They either work with them directly, all right, or they input in them one way or another. Now, by the end of this sequel, where we are unpacking on communication and collaborative engagement in security management, we are going to be able to do the following. These are the things that we should be able to do by the end of the sequel. And I mean sequel because we're going to have different episodes aligned to this topic moving forward. By the end of it, this is what I'm hoping to achieve. I'm hoping that we shall be able to minimize those disconnects that we have within organizations as security departments, disconnects within our senior leadership, disconnects within the rest of the departments of business functions, disconnects with stakeholders, and disconnects internally within our teams. I'm hoping that we can minimize those disconnects and we can reduce those gaps. Because disengagements arise when the people we are working with feel like their opinions and perspectives are not put into consideration, that they are being disregarded. When they feel like that, then they are going to disengage with us as the security department. They are going to disengage from the security function, all right? So by the end of this, I'm hoping that we shall be able to work on our communication and our collaborative engagement so that the people we are working with for the goal of bettering security management within our organization so that we can be able to create value and protect value for organizations. The people we are working with need to feel important. They need to feel that their opinions and considerations are important, that we are factoring in their ideas and their opinions within our security management strategies, okay? The other thing that I'm hoping that we shall be able to achieve at the end of this is that we are going to be able to align the security department and function with the goals of the organizations that we are working for. Because one of the reasons why we tend to experience further disengagements between the security departments and senior leadership and executive, because again, we are unable to align the goals of the department with those of the organization. So I'm hoping that by the end of this, we shall be able to align ourselves as the department with the strategic goals of our organization so that we can be able to be talking one language with our leadership and executives and senior executives. We need to be talking one language. I'm also hoping that we are going to improve on our decision making. When we are making decisions pertaining security matters within the organization, they are going to be based on accurate information and data. Remember, by engaging the people that are concerned with matter security, what we are doing is that we are giving that opportunity to get in as much information and data as possible for us to be able to input all that data and process it and presenting our ideas and strategies to management so that when they are making decisions, the decisions are based on accurate data, credible data that has come from all the relevant parties that we have to engage with in security, okay? I'm also hoping that by the end of it, we are going to have that mindset shift where we are going to be open to embracing fresh and creative insights and ideas and perspectives from the people that we work with, okay? Now, innovation is created when different ideas happen and people listen to those different ideas. People listen to those different innovations, okay? When we are listening to different people and processing what they're saying, that is how innovation is created, okay? And that is how we get to improve security within our organizations. That is how we get to advance in the way that we are managing security. We get to advance the concepts and the tools that we are adapting, okay? And we are able to transition effectively as our organizations are evolving and changing. We are able to make sure that the security strategies that we are recommending are also changing and advancing. As security professionals who are tasked with the responsibility of managing security for our organizations, we need to understand why this is important, why having good communication skills, and why improving on our articulation when we are dealing with others and engaging others is important, is because it helps us achieve on our security goals for those organizations. We cannot achieve those goals working alone in isolation. We need to engage other people. We need to collaborate with other people in order for us to achieve those goals. The goals that are mainly to create value within our organizations and to protect the value of our organizations. Okay. So it is going to be a critical topic for us. And I hope you can stay around even as we unravel the new upcoming episodes, because this is just a first and an introduction. Okay. I hope you will stick around so that you can soak in a few insights that you can start implementing for yourself as a professional and for your organization when we're dealing with other people. So that's it for now. I hope you found this insightful. If you did, kindly like and share and subscribe. If you haven't done that, I'll appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Until then, it's goodbye from me.